Hey guys, welcome back. This is a little update on the tractor situation here and kind of just what's happening on the farm right now. So the 4520, you guys know we've been working on it, and the goal was to try to get this thing painted and cleaned up and everything before harvest. And I don't think it's going to happen. Things have changed outside. We haven't gotten rain since June. Now we're in beginning of August, and it's been 90 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit every day with wind. And it's just baked the crop. So yields are going downhill fast. It's just looking terrible. Some of the early stuff's still okay, but with that, harvest is coming a lot faster than we were expecting it. We thought for sure we'd get a rain, maybe a little cooler, delay harvest at least a week. It's not gonna happen. We're gonna have harvest here in a couple weeks. So we gotta change gears, which means this is gonna get put on hold. But what we're gonna do, the turbo situation, I did a lot of research. This is actually not the turbo that's going to be on this. This is a turbo we had. It's a no name. We thought it bolts up. It's got the T3 style and a bunch of other stuff, but there's a lot of slop in that bearing and we don't like it. So we're not putting that one on there. I was going to do and buy a turbo for it. There's like the S257 and then there's the, what is it? Oh man, I can't remember. FLM 299, I think is the one that was on there. We were going to do the 499. Basically what we've come to is without doing a lot of mods to adapt a bigger turbo on this thing, which means new fueling, a lot of stuff we don't know how to do. We just want it to run. We don't need a ton of horsepower. So this is the regional turbo that was on there. I think this is a reman, I think is what it was, because you can see there's no green paint on this, but this one does. The story of this one is the housing's all wore out and it's loose and it's gonna grenade if we keep it on there. This one came off another 7720 that was in the same yard. Its engine was no good, but turbo feels great, really tight, everything's nice, spins freely. So we're gonna put this one on the engine for the time being. That way at least we know that turbo's a lot better condition. And then get this thing buttoned up. We're gonna keep all the panels off of it. It's gonna look hideous like that. Not gonna have hood, grill, nothing. We're just gonna get it so it runs, so the PTO can operate. So that way if we lose the Magnum during harvest, the 4520 can be our backup tractor and still run a PTO. And then when harvest is over, we'll get back to buttoning the thing up because we got a lot of work ahead of us. Like I'm trying not to be anxious about it, but man, I'm a little bit overwhelmed with what's coming, what we got to do to get ready for harvest. And it's not that we knew this was coming, but it's just everything's just snowballing into one giant work fest. I just finished spraying this morning, thankfully. I'm gonna start finishing this tractor up, getting her all buttoned up, and then we're gonna go through the process of all the steps we got to do to get ready for harvest. And first thing, tractor done. Second thing, got to take the Westfield auger, pull the flange out because it got bent up last year because we had a plug in it. We got some joints to fix it, to update, as well as a new addition for that auger. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to put it on. Then after that, we got to button up some grain bins because we need a little bit of space where we're at in our bin yard. And so we got some of those grain bins we moved. We never got them ready, which means we got to drop the doors down. So we got to get all that figured out. Then when that's done, we got to pull the combines out, start going through them, the headers, the trucks. And then, of course, when the parts show up for the Big Bud 700, we can hopefully get the new chain and sprockets in it. And then that way, it'll be ready to pull a Big Buddy. And we've got like two and a half weeks to do this. And I've got a trip I got to go on this week. So let's go. Okay, I think this is how it's going to sit. Just like that. Should we fire it up to see if this turbo works? Or see if it explodes and destroys the whole engine? What's the worst that could happen? All the body panels and everything are stored all over the shop. Hood's up there, bondoed and ready to go. Primer ready. Let's keep all that inside here until the time comes. This ladder is huge. It looks kind of ridiculous, honestly, but it came off the 7720 combine, but it is sweet. Nice places to grab. Nice and wide for getting up and down compared to that old tiny narrow ladder that was on this thing. And let's face it, this thing is, it's not stock anymore. We should be good to start it. Let's see what happens here. I did pre-oil that turbo. I ran oil through it and I spun it a bunch, so it wasn't dry, if you're wondering. Sounds good. It sounds a lot better with the S257 on there. Yeah, maybe someday. That PTO shaft got a little bit of a wobble to it. Might have to get a new one. You don't like wobbles. That'll work its way down the PTO shaft, but yeah, this got bent at one time. I can see it moving a little bit. So that's something we might have to take off, see if we can get a new shaft. But for now, good backup tractor. I think we're good to go. Let's move on to the next project. Guess what? A member of our farm is going to be leaving us for good reasons, though. The 700 Big Bud is going on. Big Red heading up to Canada, and yeah. But there is a problem. She runs good, she shifts good, but she ain't moving by herself. So we're going to have to push her on the trailer to get her to the show. I know, it is what it is. But anyways, let's get this thing on there. Oh man, cute little skid steer. Who needs a Big Bud when you got a skid steer, right? It made it work a little bit. Anyways, she's pretty. She's gonna be even prettier with, yeah, that thing. Like a boss.
I left it in gear, so don't try to start it.
Yep. Missing a few components. That's okay. All right, good deal. Be an interesting show next week. There we go. Off to the show. And we will be in a few days too. Well, guess what? We are here at the Ag Emotion, and we're heading over to see our big friend, 700K TTA Big Bud. And yeah, early in the morning, got here before everybody else. Well, not everybody else. There's a few people in here, but making our way over there and see how she's doing. Well, we made it. We're here at the pillar booth, and she's looking good, nice and shiny. I like it. Although there's one problem. Better tell Nick. You better look at that sign. You know what's really cool though? I gotta show you guys something really cool. Pillar put something really awesome on this tractor.
Wow.
Isn't that sweet? Look at that fan shroud. That'll protect something. So now we can't fall in there and get chopped up like lasagna stuff. But anyways, we're gonna meet and greet some people real soon and hang out with a couple other people. It's gonna be a good day. So,
Hey man, you want to
stay tuned. Oh my goodness. Meet some good people, and then I opened my mouth, and then this guy showed up. How you doing?
Great. Hey man, I was just gonna skip the line and jump in here. So.
Well, that's rude, but you know what? You got the right to do so.
I'm just kidding. I actually am going to a meet and greet myself. So.
That's right.
But but you guys got a bigger line than I'll probably have.
Well, you're not there. That's why.
Yeah.
That's the first problem.
Yeah. But anyways, hey.
Yeah. How you doing, Farmhand?
Good.
For those that don't know, this is Farmhand Mike. You guys have probably seen him around, which. We've talked and interacted, and it's been very...
Yeah, been to your farm a few times.
Yeah.
Got asked to leave your farm a few times.
Yeah, but you didn't really follow through most of the time.
No, it was an all-day event for sure.
It's a work in progress. You know, with these old fellas, you got to say it multiple times, and then it finally sticks, right?
Well, it was your dad that actually...
Well, I'm getting white here, so I'm getting to be old too, so you're going to have to start telling me the same thing.
Yeah, but anyways, hey, I'll let you get back to your thing. And,
sure?
Yeah.
Well, now we just, bonded. And
yeah, I know. Well, you're right. Yeah, we got some weights back here. We go back there and get a good pump in before the show.
This guy is a freaking beast. He could take me on all day long. Right?
That's the rumor.
That's the rumor. Okay, that's the rumor. I like that rumor. No, it is encouraging. If I'm still lifting weights like this guy.
58.
You're 58?
58.
Get out of here.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
58 strong.
Yeah.
You got to say that. 58 strong.
Yeah, 58 strong. So,
yeah. Hopefully I'd be...
But still lifting 3 to 4 days a week.
Dude, nice work.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Should I strike a bicep post?
Whoa. We don't break the camera. It's early in the day. Yeah. Later we can break the camera, but not early in the day. So anyways, this is Farmhand Mike. So if you guys don't know him, go check him out. Cool guy for now. And we'll stay in touch.
Good to see you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shoot.
We found this guy. You guys have probably seen him on camera. First of all, because of this guy, a lot of people up here were able to see the Big Bud 700 KTTA, and a lot of people have a lot of smiles due to this guy right here and his team, and yeah, they're pretty jacked about it. So thank you.
Yeah, it's been a cool journey. We've had challenges along the way, and
Things will work out even when you think it doesn't or it won't. In the end, it usually works out. And you're just like, okay, we'll make it happen. We'll figure it out. Somehow it's going to happen. By the grace of God, it's going to happen. And guess what? It happened. We got this here. There was a couple of speed bumps. Like this tractor got stuck at the border for 17 hours. Didn't know it was going to show up on time. And that's one of the speed bumps. But that's okay.
yeah. You know, God is always faithful, and He has been showed us a few times, and it's been that part has been really cool.
Right.
Getting to know you guys has been fun, and the response from the crowd here has been really good. So,
You know, the nice thing about wearing sunglasses like these, you can't see me getting teary-eyed. So that's a good thing. That's why I have it, because otherwise I'd be like sobbing right now in front of you guys, and that'd just be really awkward. We don't want to have that. Not today, Tier. Get back in there. So anyways, we're going to have a good day. We're going to meet greet just a short amount of time. Good to see you, Dick. And I'd shake your hand, but I got this in my hand and the other hand, so you guys just know that. And he's got a coffee too. I don't want to disturb that. All right, let's go to meet greet. Ooh, I got to the show early. They're pretty. No offense, though. I'm kind of digging that white color. But the gray looks pretty good, though. Huh. That's cool. Sadly, there's nobody there. Otherwise, I would have said hello. Mosquitoes are crazy around here. Anyways, let's head over to the booth. Go see that KTT A700. Oh yeah. Recognize this thing. Sweet trailer. Yeah, we like our haul all. Really sped things up in our spring seeding and planting, and very convenient to load into the carts, and sweet rig.
Okay, well now I need to put another shuttle onto the spray trailer. There we go. Okay, let me see if I can do it with two hands. I gotta watch this water before I can set that on the trailer. Doing too many things at one time might not work so well, because I might not work so well. All right, here we go. That's almost full. That one's got a little more. What we have here is got a regular 2-inch pump that we just use. I use for watering the lawn. Hey, well, hello there, Mav. The good boy. Oh, yeah, you're a good boy. Oh, yes, you are. Yeah. I'll probably have to shut that valve to make sure that one fills. But anyway, like I said, I had a 2-inch pump here that I use around the yard or just transferring the pool, and then Nick put in this 3-inch to make a quick transfer when we're really spraying and we need to keep the trailer in the field, but we need to haul water. So I can haul 2,000 gallons of water at a time. Let me shut this down. That'll force the water to finish filling that one. Yeah, I don't have this pump here running full capacity because I was doing some other things like get shuttled. All right, looks like we're there. Okay, let's go ahead, shut that down, close this valve, close this valve. There. Now I can go ahead and finish putting the shuttle on the trailer. Okay, I got to make sure I got to pull back the forks that much so that I don't happen to ram that, which it's unlikely, but I don't want to cause a headache now. So I think we're good. All right, let's get this shuttle on the trailer. Okay, now I'm gonna start the I should have the truck running. Oh well, I gotta put the hose up anyway. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and get this truck started, build up the air, then I'll unhook the hoses, put the hoses on the trailer. Then I'll show you something else. Let's see here. Okay. You want to work this morning? Now I'm going to take it over to the shop, grab a strap down the shuttle. Almost enough air. Okay, we're ready to head on over. Okay, well, I made it over here. It's quite an adventure. I see I made it over here just in time. Way over there is the brute. He's got his wings up. Must mean that he just ran out and he's coming back here for a fill. Okay, so I have a toy that, you know, when you get older, you start looking back at toys you might have had. This is a little different. What I got here is an e-bike right there. And so I loaded it up here, loaded on the trailer. And then I'm going to leave this truck here and I'm going to just head back, let him spray all the product and water out of this trailer. And then he'll finish this area and then I'll come back over. But I'm going to use that e-bike to get back to the farm. So, and it's an adventure. So let's see, let's get this thing unstrapped. Okay, well, I do have a few supplies. I brought a bug resistor, hand savers, the few brain cells left saver, and a minimum road rash repellent, long sleeve. And I'll throw all those on when I take off and head back. But I guess I'll wait until he comes here and then I'll see if he needs anything. And then I'll take off. So, but anyway, yeah, we had a little bit of chem follow left, which the guys that are not sure. Oh, okay, he's not. He's got some product left. Okay, so he's spraying the top of that piece and then he'll come over. So he's got a little bit longer, so I might as well go. I was just going to show you. We've been gone to the Ag in Motion show last week, all of last week. and we didn't quite get the chem follow finished. And that's what it looks like. Fortunately, it's just really this field is the worst. That one wasn't as bad, so there's probably 330 acres here that looks like this, but we'll get it taken care of. But yeah, we couldn't go. I get it all done before we had to go to the show. It was a fun show. It was good being up in Canada to meet a lot of our friends that are up there. A lot of people stopped by and meet and greet with us, sign some swag, and just hanging out together. Always great. They're just, you get into those kind of shows, a lot of rural people, just a lot of just top-notch families. I'm impressed with the quality of even the next generation. We hear a lot of negative things about the generations coming up. But man, I'll tell you, those coming from the rural areas, not despite the urban, but it's just that if you grow up in the rural area, you just have a lot more advantages. You probably are around animals, all kinds of animals. Because of that, you have a lot of chores to do. You have work that you can do. That's a little bit minimized in the cities. And then you just have that connection with the land, and then community, because you know a lot more people, because you're a smaller community and you see them more often. So there's a kind of an empathy and caring that happens. And it's just, it's not that the urban areas can't have that. It just takes a little bit more effort to stay in touch with who we are as humans. We need to have empathy. We need to have compassion. We need to really get focused on really what life's about. It's not all about us. If it is all about us, we live a lonely life. And we miss out on the opportunity to bless one another. Our Creator made it that way, made that we need to work together, that we need to bless each other. But most important of all is just thanking our Creator for the life that we have. And there's going to be lots of calamities. Boy, I know farming, we've had a number of calamities. We call it calamities, just tough years, situations. But that really is where you decide if you're going to grow in a mature form of faith and reliance, or you're just going to be a complainer. Boy, and I've done my share a lot of complaining. But enough preaching. Beautiful morning. It's going to get not as warm today, about 86. We've had some really hot for us. Almost 2 weeks of 90 or plus. It's been hard on the crops. Crops are really showing a lot of stress. There is some moisture in the ground, not a lot left now, but it's just, nature of this country. It can turn hot and dry. So, but we are going to run combines this year, and we're going to get in the field and harvest. So that'll, you always look forward to that part of the operation of farming. Anyway, I'm going to get this ready for that, and then we'll head off on the road. Okay, so I need 2 hands to run this bike, and so I'm going to have to leave you guys here. You guys can watch the truck, make sure, because Kobe's not here, that there's no those furry, hairy hares, rabbits don't start stealing stuff off the truck. Evil Knievel. Robert Knievel. All right, see you in a bit.